Hepinize iyi pazarlar diliyorum. Street Fighter 6 ranking maçlarla karşınızdayız tekrar. Ken'le beraberiz arkadaşlar yine. Bugün 1 saatlik bir Street Fighter yayını yapacağız. Arkasından 1 saat Grid Legends oynayacağız. Sonrasında Final Fantasy 16'ya kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz arkadaşlar. Kısa bir başlık oluşturma sonrası bir taraftan da rakibimizi bekleyerek devam edeceğiz arkadaşlar. Bu arada arkadaşlar canlı yayınlarımızın tamamında canlı sohbet uygulamamız açık. Bizimle canlı sohbet aracılığıyla ister bu oyun hakkında ister herhangi bir konu hakkında sohbet edebiliyorsunuz. Bilginiz olsun. Şu soruya bakayım arkadaşlar. Avrupa mı kaldı diyecektim. Tamam. Selamünaleyküm. Şeyle başladık.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Zangief'le başladık direkt ben.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive.
Hoş geldin kardeşim.
We have one player in burnout.
Ha, Fuduba hoş geldin. Yapma. Bunlarda zıplamamız gerekiyordu arkadaşlar.
Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Recovers from burnout. Knockdown.
Arkadaş 2 kere atınca da ölmez ki bir adam ya. Bu maçı almam lazım ama. Daha uzak oynayacağız arkadaşlar.
Has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Not like super hard.
Güzel.
For the super. They're not playing around here.
Yavrum benim be.
Player 1 pumps the brakes on the impact. Just goes for it at this range. What were they thinking?
Öldük ya. Allah canını almıyor. Bir daha oynayacağım arkadaşlar bu kişiyle. Çünkü adam iyi oynamıyor. Ama benim kazanmam lazım. Gel bakın. Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya. Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya.
Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Trips them up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a trip. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The counter is blocked. Not shy with the grab. Target lock.
Güzel. Daha dikkatli oynayacağız. Daha dikkatli derken herif aldı götürdü. Bu maçı vermem lazım arkadaşlar. Çünkü herifi dövüyorum. 2 defa atıyor, ölüyorum. Bak. Adam bellemiş bunu. Burada zıplamam lazımdı. Gittim zıplamadım ya. Kaybettik yine ya.
Big difference in life and super. Any mistake now will definitely end the round. Going in. Still scrapping for control of the space.
O kadar salakça kaybettim ki yani şu 2 maçı anlatamam.
When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Herif iyi de oynamıyor ama ben salak gibi oynadım. Doldur Saki, doldur. Dayak yedik. Tuğba'cığım selamlar, ne habersin bu arada? Yani Eloba'yı görünce Ali sandım hemen. Bu arkadaş da uzun zamandır gelmiyordu. Yani bu rakiple uzun zamandır oynamıyordum. Bunlar nereli ya? Ben muhtemelen Amerika'dayım arkadaşlar. Çünkü bayrakları bilmiyorum yani.
Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. What's the play here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. They need to hold out. Player 1 creates a good corner. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Knockdown. Burnout is triggered. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Big, low, reaching heavy. All right, what's coming up next? Get some.
Güzel yandan Allah var. Salak salak da oynamadın yani. Atak oynayarak çok güzel bir şekilde yendi beni.
Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant means. Charges forward, both experiencing burnout. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. Take that sword away! Burnout activates. Okay, here we go. What a finish!
Aferin sana, güzeldi.
Player 1 brings it home.
Bu arkadaşla da bir daha oynayacağım arkadaşlar.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. No more drive gauge. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Lots of aggression from both sides. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Takes a trip. All that effort for so little payoff. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. No more drive gauge. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. That's a counter. Okay, oh.
Çocuk iyi yendi yine.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the
Kardeşim selam, hoş geldin. Ne habersin?
Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Keep experiencing burnout. Medium kick. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who lands knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Tags him and takes the
Allah Allah.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
2'de 2 kaybettik bakalım. Kardeşim iyilik benden de. Street Fighter oynuyorum. Şuna biraz daha elimi alıştırmaya çalışıyorum. Biraz ara vermiştim. Ara verdikçe direkt ben o el alışkanlığı gidiyor. Onu tutmaya çalışıyorum. Sen ne yapıyorsun görüşmeyeli? Nasıl gidiyor kanal? Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillah. Arkadaşlar dediğim gibi şu şeye bir bakayım. Ülkeye muhtemelen Amerika'da kaldı bu. Amerika'da kaldığı için bize... Yo, Avrupa'ymış. Çünkü az önce gelen iki ülkenin de şeyini bilmiyorum arkadaşlar. Bayrağını bilmiyorum. Normal şartlarda dünyadaki yaklaşık 150-160 ülkenin bayrağını biliyorum. Ama az önce gelen iki ülkenin bayrağını da hayatımda ilk defa gördüm, öyle söyleyeyim size. Ya şöyle söyleyeyim kardeşim, uzun vadede IP'den dolayı YouTube bunu keşfediyor. Yani kendin izleyerek bunu kasamazsın. Arkadaşların dahi izlese başka evlerden, YouTube onu da keşfediyor. Ve bunlara düşüyor. Boşa izlemiş oluyorsun yani.
Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's coming up next?
O yakaladı. Kendini izleyerek izle kasamazsın işte, teknik olarak onu söyleyeyim. Yani dediğin gibi arkadaşların, sülalen dahi izlese bunu düşüyor ileride.
What'll happen connects with the throw. The throw whips. A real test of just goes for it at this range. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Flashes him. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters are standing firm. Good decision with that throw. Both sides getting ready. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous. Oh my, the throw tank. What are they gonna do? Super armor. Hold and calculate. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Uh-oh. This would really tip the scales. Don't hit flatlines them.
Bye bye.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him.
Sağ olasın kardeşim, kendine dikkat et. Ama dediğin gibi yani hala buradaysan söyleyeyim. Şey yapma, yani kendini izleme. Veya bu arkadaşların çok fazla izlemesin. Çünkü aynı IP'lerden sürekli izlendiği zaman YouTube'daki algoritma diyor ki ha bu kendisi izliyor. Hep aynı IP'leri izliyor. O yüzden biz bunu eleyelim diyor. Hiçbir faydası olmuyor. Boşa izlediğinde kalıyorsun. Vay, Ken geldi.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up.
Güzel.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? All right, player one is using their drive liberally. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knife lead opens up. Player 1 is almost ready to throw.
Güzel dövdü çocuk.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Medium kick hit. Burnout activates. Player 1 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1, don't put that away. Scrapping it out up close. Excellent block. Pops him with a shorty. Nice counter. Quick breather. Like he closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
They are letting it fly to hit the drive. They were right to be on guard there. Dragon Lash. Oh, combo. Let's go. Oh my God, what a protect. The throw is denied. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Impact squat.
Çocuk combo çalışmış. Onu uyguluyor.
Turns out, player 1 is in for excellent read. They can't make
Dediğin gibi çocuk
mistakes here if they want any chance of winning. Okay, here we go.
çocuk combo çalışmış. Sürekli aynı şeyi yapıyor.
Player 2.
Kardeşim ve aleykümselam. Orhun selam, hoş geldin kardeşim. Ama sonuçta beni dövdü mü dövdü. Önemli olan o. Ama bir daha oynarım çocukla.
It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that putback. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Anticipated that counter and blocked. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Can they outlast it? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Down to the wire, wraps it up with the driving.
O vurdu be. İyi vurdu valla.
Two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Extending that drive gauge. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Quick dashing. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. A quick breather. Player 1 smart play to stop the opponent there. Nice counter. Player 1 holding on to that.
Ya burada yakalamıyor işte.
Low heavy. And whip. They're wide open. Player 1 can't use any drive boost.
Aldım. Alamadım.
Oh my God. Dashes out the cage right there.
O aldı.
Gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Yok Orhun, arcade stick'le şey oynayamıyorsun. Neydi?
Player 2.
Hmm,
The best of the best.
oynama sisteminin adı neydi ya? Klasik değil, diğeri neydi? Diğer oynama sisteminin ismini unuttum. Çünkü şu tuşlar olmadığı için combo yapacağın zaman arcade stick'le uğraşıyorsun. Yani arcade stick'te klasik oynaman lazım. Ya New Generation diyeceğim. İsmini tam hatırlamadım çünkü. New Generation oynadığın zaman şey olmuyor. Arcade stick istediğin şeyi vermiyor. Modern. Modern oynadığın zaman arcade stick istediğin şeyi vermiyor. Hızı vermiyor. Sen ne yapıyorsun Orhun? Ne var ne yok? Barış, Final Fantasy'de neredesin? Beklentin ne? Sınav zaten beklediğin gibi geçmiştir Orhun. Senin beklentin ne? Yani tıp değil mi senin beklentin? Yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Tıpın gelmesini bekliyordun galiba sen. Bakalım kim geliyor arkadaşlar. Gelmedi. Güzel güzel maşallah. Ah mis gibi Zangif'imiz geldi. Aboneyiz Zangif'e. Kenzo hadi bakalım Kenzo. Bakalım Kenzo'cuğumuza. Tamam belli oldu.
A good read on their opponent, gets through the opening. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes a trip. Both of them have entered burnouts here, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with some experiencing burnout. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire in there.
Kenzo'cuyum benim.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Overdrive art. Are we going to see some fireworks? Grabs him. Player 1 creates a burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. They're going for the super art. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Flawless round. They got him so quick.
Yavrum benim Kenzo'cuğum.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Burnout is triggered. Goes for the fireball. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 2 has used up all of their drive.
İyi yakaladın güzel.
Pressuring them in the corner. Taking stock. Drive gauge finally recovers. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Oh, easy tech. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense and the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive art. He hits him with a stop and pop. Looking to plan him.
Güzel yakaladın aferin sana.
Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use target lock and scoop?
Bir daha yakalamamam lazım arkadaşlar.
Empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Was hungry.
Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya.
Zones with the fireball. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback. This is gonna
Yakaladı.
be bad news. Looking to plan him with
Birbiriz hadi bakalım.
decisive combo. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 2 got smothered. But what now? That's just started. It's anyone's game. What'll happen here? Nice counter. Player 2, oh my god, what a throw tech. There's a burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Full S8. Reach out and hug.
O yakaladı arkadaş ya.
Dangerous range here. Close range projectile. Player, no! This will break him! Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Risky play, but it pays off. Connects with the throw. Oh, he's denied! Keep cool and lock them out.
Güzel aldın.
There's no escape. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? No! Critical art now? Throws them. They push their way out of the corner. They're just gonna go for it with the super.
1-1'iz, hadi bakalım.
It's gonna be enough to kill. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed.
Kenzocuğum benim. Şu an 1-1'e geldik.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Who uses their drive gauge? Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Oh, these two fighters are perfectly synced. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 has the light lead. Trips him up. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They need to hold out. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, can they survive this badly?
Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya.
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Knockdown.
Yine yakalandık ya.
Brings out the super. How is this gonna work out for them? Life lead is there, but looking to plant him with a pile driver. That slight doubt is all it took.
Bunu almam lazım.
Player 1 on the board first with the
Çocuğuz perfectlendik, arkasından beni dövemiyoruz.
There's an overdrive arc. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet.
Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya. Çok kötü oynuyorum, çok. Bitti. Buradan döner mi?
Player 1 is dominating this match. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away.
Allah belanı vermesin ya. Bir türlü halledemedik şunu. Yani ilk maçı iyi aldık, sonrasında 2 tane bedavadan hımbıl gibi verdik Kenzocuğumuza. Ha, yine bu çocuk geldi. Bu çocuk combo çalışan bir çocuk. Deli gibi combo çalışıyor.
Puts one in the pocket. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Uncomfortable space. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. The throw misses, trips him up. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with.
Güzeldin.
Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Does a good job of pushing back. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Burnout is triggered. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stock. Intercepts. Slick anti-air.
Sen 5 tane daha çalıştın lan.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive on. They both showed experiencing burnout. Combo with the target combo. Luminous kick. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. A quick breather. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Having burnout activates. Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Taking chunks out of each other. No! Critical art out! Come on now, let me hear you say it! Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the win here? A lot of pressure building up here. Shift them for the win!
Bye bye.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Mamaya gidiyorsun herhalde bu arada, bak. Zangief yine geldi. Kenzucuğumuz mu geldi acaba?
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Haydi bakalım, bu arkadaşlar neler yapacağız hep beraber göreceğiz.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Parries the attack and opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge.
Güzel.
Now the fun begins. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Taking stock. Side switch with the back throw. Looking for a chance to do a super art. Player just go.
Çok kötü ya, çok kötü ya. Havada nasıl yakaladın anasını satayım.
Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Have a bit of OD spice. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity down to the wire. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 will look to
O yakaladı. Güzel.
Knockdown and still scrapping, reads the throw and escapes. Nice counter. Their life is hanging. There's the count in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive on. Pulls them in.
Oradan nasıl yakaladın sen ya?
Player 1 sees the overhead coming. Excellent read. That throw's gonna take off a strong.
Ya bu saçmalığa da uyuz oluyorum ya. Mübarek, onu ben yakaladım ya. Şu olaya nasıl sinir oluyorum anlatamam ama yine oynayacağım bu çocukla.
Experiencing burnout. Whiffs the throw. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is... This is
mis gibi.
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Grabs them. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Takes a trip. Throws them. What's next? Pops them with a shorty. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. A quick breather. Player 2 chases them. Sneaks in the throw.
Vallahi efsane bir dönüş yapmıştık ama son vuruşu yapamadık. Son vuruşta ayağa dönmem lazım halbuki orada.
Goes for the jackhammer on the cyclone lariat, prioritizing the side switch over damage.
Sürekli savunmaya da sinir oluyorum. Neyse, kötü yenildik. Yani böyle yenildiğim zaman kendimi salak gibi hissediyorum ama yapacak bir şey yok. Çünkü salak gibi bir oynama bu. Şu Zangief'lere biraz daha dikkatli oynamam lazım ama. Hadi, Ryu geldi.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top?
Çocuğun şeyini bilmiyorum.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Güzel.
Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? Player one needs to deal with this burnout.
Yine güzel.
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? I can't keep track of these corner switches. Taking stock. In a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes.
Aferin sana lan. Çocuk çok kaliteli, temiz, tertemiz oynuyor. O yakaladı. İşte şu savunmayı ben yapamıyorum arkadaşlar.
Life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
O attı be. Bir daha oynayacağım bununla. Çok temiz oynuyor çünkü. Yani tüm oyuncular böyle oynasa canımı yese. Anında tutuyor ya.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. KO.
Güzel, yani orada benim adamın üzerine gitmek yerine savunma yapmam lazım.
What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nails the anti-air. Experiencing burnout. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown and player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious throw. Put that away.
Aferin sana.
Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Big opportunity now in this corner. This might be a pivotal soup wall slap into the guard break. Oh, there's a burnout. Player two turns out. Denied. Keep cool and lock them out. Okay, chisel them down.
Tamam, hamle üstünde de bende arkadaşlar.
Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Connects with medium kick. There's a change of thought. Goes to the air. Good judgment there. Excellent read.
Bunu çok kötü yaptım.
Resources to work with. They gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Get thinking cap overdrive Shoryuken. Knocked them out of the air. What a finish.
Çocuk temiz dövdü. Benim almam gerekiyordu ama temiz dövdü çocuk. Ama benim hala şu savunmayı çözememem de ilginç ya. Yani gerçekten hala savunma yapamıyor olmam, sıfır savunmayla oynayabiliyor olmam ilginç. Yani geri çekince diyorlar, geri çekiyorum, savunma yapmıyor arkadaş. Ne yapacağım yani? Kısa vakit bekleteceğim arkadaşlar size diyeceğim ama zaten Zangief geldi. Zangief deyince su almam lazım. Kısa bir su arası vereceğim yani. Yine Kenzo geldi, bakalım. Buna daha dikkatli oynamam lazım.
Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round.
O yakalıyor ya. Halbuki benim yakalamam lazım orada.
In that dangerous burnout state, they need to hold out. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge.
Çözüm yok mu arkadaş bunun ya?
Sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Will this decision pay off for them? Neither of them willing to back off here. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Down to the wire. On his counter, this could lead to something big. Taking stock. Heading into the end game. Burn a KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Can't tech the throw. Sure you can. Does a good job. Hits him with a stopping block. They were right to
Yakalandık yine.
looking to plant him with a pile driver. What'll happen here? Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Target locked and scoop. Max.
Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya.
Unbelievably, reach out and hug him. Can they claw their way back and give themselves?
Yapma bunu ya.
Toss them with a shoulder. The throw is denied. They can't squander this punch.
Yakaladı
Going in. Noticeable
mı acaba?
is a forward throw, laying the pressure on Finn. Player 2 can't use the throw tech. Can they use one?
Yapma, yakaladı.
It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Ama bunda da bayağı yaklaştık. Bunu almam lazım.
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Now it's just started. It's any genius read with that throw escape. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous throw. Is denied. What a read. Amazing. Punish counter on reaction.
Güzel, yakaladın hadi.
Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is the kind of move that ends games. He's gonna take
Güzel, güzel.
They break their spines and their spirits with this. Nothing stops this.
Yapma.
Player 2 has the turns out. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in, a dash? Nice fireball. Any throw will whiff at that range. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Player 2 finds the target. Can this drive bring them back? Cross super hard incoming. Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the
Yapma, öldük mü? Ölmedik.
There's the burnout. What a statement with that fireball.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
This round may end with a timeout. Can either fight stay
O
or
mu vurdu? Hadi ya, hadi ya. Ulan konta çekiyorum ya.
has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Hadi. Hadi. Ya. Yemedi gözün değil mi? Hımbıl seni. İnşallah sensindir bir daha. Hımbıl amcamız, Kenzocuğumuz. Yok.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Show me everything you have!
Hadi bakalım, sizinle biraz oynayacağız.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The throw connects for counter hit damage. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Throws him down. Trips him up. Dangerous range here.
Zıplamam lazım ya, bunu yer diyorum.
Recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Throws them to the
Yapma bunu ya, yapma ya.
It's a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Goes in on the impact for nothing. KO.
Salakça yedim bunu. İkinciyi almam lazım. Çünkü bu çocuklara sinir oluyorum. Sinir olduğum için mutlaka almam lazım.
Defending that drive gauge. Who's going to start things off? Player one, this is gonna be bad news. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player two, in dire straits with burnout. A quick breather. Jumps up, hits him with a stop and pop.
Kötü aldı.
Just goes for it at this range.
Gel yavrum.
Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Smart play with the throws him. Player two has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious. All the throws connects. Are we gonna see a comeback? Knew the throw was coming. Gets him with a Euro. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Looking to wrap this round up quickly. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. The throw is denied. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. All the throw connects. Genius read with that throw escape. Player two.
Kötü yakalandım.
What now? Taking chunks out of each other.
O yakaladı.
With the throw. Takes them up. Okay, here we drive it back in.
Yakalandın mı?
Player two, the overhead denied. What a statement with that scarf. Are you kidding me?
Yendi ama bir daha oynayacağım.
Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Çünkü bu zangiflere karşı dediğim gibi artık strateji geliştirmem lazım arkadaşlar. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player two is maintaining the corner position for some KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate aerial tatsu.
Halbuki süper çekmiştim.
Connect with experiencing burnout. Shoryuken, long range fireball to break the silence. Player two in dire straits with burnout.
Kolda bir daha uzun.
Smart play with the throw. Genius read. Player one KO.
Güzel. Şimdi de o yendi.
This is the final round.
Bu roundu daha iyi oynamam gerekiyor arkadaşlar.
Shut that down with a parry. Oh, miss. Misses the call to throw.
Kötü yakaladı.
That throw will do some good damage. Experiencing burnout. Oh my, the throw tag. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a good drive. Impact doesn't work. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Genius read with that throw escape.
Aldım.
Player one needs
Alamamışım ya.
how that throw did some juicy damage. What are they gonna do? Gold stop, denied.
Ya şu savunmayı
Cool and locks them out. Throws them. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Ooh, what a smart throw. Breaks through.
Allah Allah. Allah Allah. Allah Allah.
Player one made some smart moves.
Dediğim gibi bu zangiflere çözüm üretmem lazım. Ben hemen bir su alıp geliyorum arkadaşlar. Güzel. Hoppala, aferin sana. Zamanla yarışıyorsun, anasını satayım ya. Sanki ameliyata gireceğiz. Altı üstü dolaptan su alacağız yani. Bir tane suyun dibine biraz su koyup dondurmuştum. Onun üstüne soğuk su çekiyorum ki bu havada anca soğuk kalıyor. Haydi bakalım. Silver 3. Çocuk fena oynamıyor demek ki. Savunmacı. Güzel.
Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Knockdown. This is the range KO.
Aynen çocuk. Bunlar arkadaşlar direkt combo çalışanlar.
On the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From up above. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen? Burnout activates. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Sure you can? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Risky up-close scrap still going. Both fighters smart play to stop the opponent here. Hits them with a stopping box. Puts a bit of stank up. There's the burnout.
Çok iyi aldı. Halbuki ben süper çekmiştim. Yani şey çekmiştim. Neydi? Hadouken. Bunu benim almam gerekiyordu aslında. Neyse bir daha oynayacağız.
Gets the jump in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 in that danger.
Ya vallahi başlama şimdi akşam.
One player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive reliant moves. Bops him with a target. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in, catch aerial top. Hold your breath. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Medium kick. Sure you can? Still slugging it out at this range. A quick breather. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. What'll happen here? Pops him with a shorty. One chance here may end this match. Drive rush to keep it going. Yes, drive impact for the win. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Dediğim gibi oynanabiliyorlar arkadaşlar. Sürekli combo çalışanlar. Onun haricinde yani herhangi bir oyuncu zaten iyi oynadığını düşünüyorsun. Hadouken'e dönme ya, insan ol. En azından insan olmayı becer yani.
This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Low hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here.
Bak mesela
Player 2 has used up all of
Foryo'da
their drive gauge. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They were right to be on guard.
Mesela
Burnout activates. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round.
savunma illa savunma.
drive on. This round is so important. You can
Ya aman bokunu çıkarmayın şunun ya.
Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Burnout dissipates. Grabs and throws them away. Player 2 holding on to nice counter. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? There's the player that puts the fear of God in.
Ne demek seni ya?
Player 2.
Mesela bu götü sıkışınca direkt ben Hadouken'e dönenlerden. Götünü sıkışabilir arkadaşlar. Hayatınızda da sıkışabilir. Ama çirkefliğe dönmenin bir alemi yok ya. Push'un teki olmayın yani. Alt üstü bir oyun bu. Bakalım Ken geldi. Ken nereli bakalım.
We're about to see a mirror match go down where they can match each other move.
Bulgaristanlı arkadaş.
This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Decides to go in with the target combo. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table.
Ya illa atacağım diyorum.
Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Knockdown. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Takes a trip. Risky up close, experiencing burnout. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. And in there.
Çok basic savunma yapabilirim ama bu kadar.
First round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Bending that drive gauge. Who's going to start things off? Throws them. What's the smart play to stop the opponent there? Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Super art. That's not gonna hit. Throw connects and does all the throw connects. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their what a finish! Player 2 gained a hard-fought victory there. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Flashes them. Got their eye on the air. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They piled up some knowledge. Now, how are they going to hit them with a stop?
Çok güzeldi.
Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Still slugging it out as it hits the drive. Are we gonna see a comeback? Whoa! Critical art now? Players, what a finish!
Güzel aldı ama bu anı almam lazım.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Good decision with that
O aldı.
The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, that throw
2.
juicy damage. Hits them with the counter throw. Player 2 connects with the throw.
3.
Oh, here we go. The throw doesn't connect. Taking chunks out of each other. Oh, what a
4.
smart throw. What now? Hits the drive. Player 2, is it a bit close? Is it?
Aldı valla. Bir şu anda.
Player 1 comes away with the win.
Çok dikkatsizce oynadım.
It's not grabs him, closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next?
Allah Allah. Savunma, savunma, savunma.
Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. Player 2 picks up the win with the projectile.
Daha dikkatli oyna. Çünkü sürekli savunmaya geçiyor. Dayak yiyen savunmaya geçiyor.
What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Quick dashing.
Aynen. Dayak yiyen savunmaya geçiyor anasını satayım ya.
Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 2 has an empty drive lead. This is a very precarious situation. They're backed up into the corner. Wrong critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life, but still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash for the damage they need. Okay, here we go. Huge chance after that wall spot. Player, there's the counter we wanted. The drive wall splat into the card break. What's next? No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor? The drive impact doesn't work. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 is looking at a throws him. Amazing. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Overhead, but it won't work. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Player draws super hard incoming. Wait, what?
Öldürmez. Bakalım ben öldürebileceğim mi? Salak gibi yenildim burada. 2-1 kaybettim, yapacak bir şey yok. İlkinde temiz dövdük ama ikincisinde de o bizi dövdü. Arkadaşlar birkaç tane daha maç yapacağım. Ondan sonrasında Grid Legends'a gireceğim, bilginiz olsun. Kısacık bir vaktinizi alıyorum. Oğlum güzel güzel şunu üstünde tutsan ne olur? Eşek herif. Şey mi? Tamam.
Falls short. Opts for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
Bu da mallardan.
Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting charges forward. Player 2 is gonna have to wait. KO!
Hani sürekli şu. Derdi bu adamın. Hani yakalayacağım, saydıracağım.
There's an overdrive on, brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout is triggered. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Looking for a chance. Sure you can. Spending that drive gauge.
Yemin ediyorum dayak yiyen anasına sövmüşsün gibi davranıyor. Hani direkt şuna dönüyor ya. Direkt anında buna dönüyor. Oğlum dövüş oyunu lan, azıcık rahat oynayın lan şunu. Azıcık rahat oynayın lan.
Dashes forward. Burnout activates. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Ooh, you never... Oh, yo! Rock super here? Excellent read. Connects with the throw. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground.
Tutturdu.
Uh-oh. This could...
Döner mi buradan bilmiyorum ama deneyeceğim.
Slams the super. Time for dessert. Player keeps the drive. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? This is gonna hurt. Are you kidding me?
İşte bekliyorum, hadi
I've
gel.
seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes.
Bir daha oynamam onunla. Çünkü dayağı yiyen dediğin gibi hayvan gibi savunmaya geçiyor ya kardeşim. Şunun bir dövüş oyunu olduğunu bir unutamadılar. İlla ki savunma hani. Ne zevk aldığınızı bir anlasam. Ben o kadar savunmada durunca zevk alamıyorum oyundan arkadaşlar. Hani sinir geliyor bana. Şunu bir kora oynayın ya. Dayak yiyeceksen de ye, atacaksan da at. Ama bir kora oyna. Hani dayak yiyince ona sövmüyorlar yani. Biraz rahat ol. Bu son oyun olabilir arkadaşlar. Sonrasında normal Grid'e girip oradan sonra da Final Fantasy'ye geçmek istiyorum çünkü.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must.
Arkadaş 4 level, muhtemelen hayvan gibi savunmacı.
Come on.
Time to play.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Trips him up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant move. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Spending that drive gauge.
Tamam, selamünaleyküm.
Throws them to start the corner press, experiencing burnout. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Big opportunity now in this corner. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go.
Yavrum benim, evet.
Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. What'll happen here? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Drive usage is back on the table. Oh, they switch sides.
Vay anasını satayım.
Flatlines them. Last round, people.
Bir süper çekemedik ya.
All in from this point. Try to make something happen with an overdrive arc.
Aha.
They're going
Gel.
for the super arc. Uses the gauge for the super.
Koştura gel süpere.
Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Taking chunks out of each other here. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Can they try to bring them back? Noticeable life lead is a comeback still.
Hadi bay bay.
Player 1 really has to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Zaten o da çekti galiba. Arkadaşlar bugünü bu şekilde Street Fighter'da bitiriyoruz. Hemen arkasından Grid Legends'ı açacağım, bilginiz olsun. Grid Legends'tan sonra da Final Fantasy 16 gelecek. Belki hemen arkasından açmayayım arkadaşlar. Bir 20 dakika ara vereyim. 20 dakika ara sonrasında açacağım Grid Legends'ı, bilginiz olsun. Kendinize dikkat edin. Sağlıcakla kalın.